Hey, good morning, guys. You. From St. Martin's Bay up here in the eastern upper peninsula out of St. Ignace, and this is bite number 4 this morning, and no, we have not done that good on getting fish to the boat, and it's nothing we've done wrong, but we're going to try to show you a really good day on the water today out of St. Ignace, Michigan, and we've got, you know, just fish all over the graph, but boy, I'll tell you what, they've been hitting us hard and then just jerking free. So we got kingfish in here, and then a little bit later in the morning, Ryan and Travis are going to go out and we're going to try some laker fishing as the morning progresses once the king bite's done. So stay tuned here on Destination Outdoors.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Polarcraft, the toughest built aluminum boats, bar none. Dreamweaver, home of the revolutionary Spin Doctor. Lose, feel the difference. WavePro, best ride on the water.
Got a big fish on, which we think we've got a pretty good sized king on, is to make sure you go ahead and slow down. You can still catch fish. Ryan told me last week they caught and tripled up once they had one hooked, probably at as little as 1 mile an hour at a different port. And that can happen simply because when you get into fish and one of them bites, as long as you got fish, you know, in the area, speed doesn't always seem to be the factor. So Travis is keeping good pressure on the fish, and you know, we're still in 100 foot of water here, so we've got good ability of the fish to run clean and free. Also, you want to be careful when you're bringing big fish in to right at the end to spread your rigger rods out and wide. These bigger fish tend to get into the back and forth at the back of the boat. Hopefully we won't have to show you that today, but they can go side to side, pretty wide swings, and you can fight them all the way to the boat and then lose them right at the boat when they do that kind of thing. So you know, we're going to show you how to properly net the fish, and also, you know, Ryan will jump back here, net the fish for you, and show you what to do with those rigger rods. So I'm going to take the wheel and Ryan's going to jump back here. See what I mean? That fish runs right and left, and yeah.
Oh, we finally got one.
We finally got one. That's it. Travis has to reel. Well, Trav, show that St. Martin's Bay king off, because that is so cool. It's beautiful. I tell you what, that one was the hard one to get, the first one. Which way? Come on, really? I don't think so. Oh yeah. I got it. Give me speed, give me speed. No, go that way. Here, slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh. See what I mean? It's craziness. These fish don't want to be in our boat today. But look at the size of this fish. Oh, wow. We're holding that one up. This green on one side and white on the other has been awesome. We'll just turn and face the old picture camera. One more. Yeah, beautiful. Awesome. Ryan's putting fish in the boat. Hey, we're not giving up. We're gonna fish till we get it.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Qwest, built with purpose. Traxstech, the ultimate fishing system. Strike King, tie one on. Garmin.
So really, Trev, catching these is just keeping constant pressure on, right? Keeping, yeah, and not their head, right? Their head wallowing is what the problem will be, right?
Yeah, if they want to get up on top and start spinning around, you gotta give them some slack, let them get down in the water again.
And that's why I slowed the boat down, which is one of the things. Here comes a fish. Look at this big one. Hand over hand in it. All right.
Now we're doing something right.
We're starting to do something right because it's quality over quantity, Trav. Those are nice fish. Sure, and we'll do a live well shot.
Monkey's off again.
Exactly. You can reset that. I'll stay right here. So let me show you what we're doing here. Got big fish on the graph, 100 feet down. On 105 down and 114. See this big structure right here? This is called Lighthouse Point. Now, it's a real tight slide, and you can see how without accurate mapping and electronics, you could not fish this properly. So what we're doing is we're getting on that, where it flattens out. It drops like a rocket from 28 to about 90, and then it flattens out. Where it flattens out, these big Lakers are laying right there in that I'll zoom it in and show you even tighter. In that little secondary strip of water there, that 114, that's where they're laying. And it seems like when you get in that 100 to 114 off that slide, you're then able to catch these fish. And but without the electronics, you can't possibly know where you're at. And if you don't know where you're at and you run up into that structure, I mean, you're gonna lose your cannonballs, your divers, everything. Really good fish on the graph. See this? I've got the graph split in my sonar as well. So I can see the fish down there, but I get a better look at them by zooming that bottom 20 feet. That gives me a real good, clear look. Plus it tells me exactly how high the high spot on the fish is. That's really where the fish is laying. So these fish are set up off the bottom. They're actually off the bottom 4 or 5 feet. That is absolutely what you want. When Lakers lay belly to the bottom, they aren't nearly as aggressive, but when you get them 4 or 5 feet off the bottom, as you've seen, these are big Lakers and they will take, no question about it. So, hey, we're gonna get set back up and hopefully put a couple of more of these beasts in the boat for you. Now as you watch guys, as I'm bringing this in, you'll see we've got a completely different setup on this Laker one. We've still got the attractor paddle, but that's a paddle rather than the spin doctor. And the whirligig is out, and before, those are awesome fish right there. St Ignace Lakers, and they are biting big time right now at high noon. So we'll get this in the live well and I'll show you that bait we've got. This is a great big, we just call this Wonder Bread. As you can, all of those over 50 can see that this looks like a Wonder Bread wrapper. And then this is a whirligig. This is a Dreamweaver version of when everyone's talking about a spin and glow. This is a whirligig. This has just been putting a ton of fish in the boat. And you can see it's not It's not a big distance. You know, you just put a good strip of heavy line right there, fluorocarbon, maybe 20 or 25 pound test. This spins and flips. It attracts the Lakers in. They're extremely curious. You run this right behind your downrigger, maybe 30, 40 feet behind your downrigger, and off you go.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Offshore Tackle Products, Flo-Fast, world's leading portable fluid transfer system, Drotto, catch and release boat system.
Hey guys, you know, I almost don't know where to start when it comes to St. Ignace, Michigan. You know, I've been coming through this community to explore the Eastern Upper Peninsula for better than 30 years. And that's a great way to describe how I would tell someone to look at St. Ignace. St. Ignace to me is the gateway to the Eastern Upper Peninsula. It gives you great affordable accommodations and easy access to some of the best areas and some of the best tourist attractions. So let's talk about just a couple. If you're into kayaking or paddle boarding or island hopping with a boat, from here through the Lachino Islands onto Drummond Island is some of the most beautiful, scenic, and undisturbed shoreline anywhere in the Great Lakes region. And you have great access to that right here with all of the marinas behind you here in St. Ignace. Now, if you're looking for day trips, you can head on up to the St. Marie area and check out the Sioux Falls. You can slide over to Whitefish Point and see the Shipwreck Museum that's all about the Edmund Fitzgerald. You can also slide over just a little further and access to Quamanon Falls just north of Newberry. And there's lots of smaller tours as well. Just in that greater Newberry area on the river, there is the Toonerville Trolley. It doesn't get a lot of press, but the Toonerville Trolley is a great little half-day excursion. If you're looking for a great day at the beach, believe it or not, you can just head to the east, to the west on US 2, maybe 12 miles from St. Ignace, and you'll run into one of the most beautiful stretches of sandy beach on northern Lake Michigan. Right there on US 2, you can pull your car off, you can hop out, grab your chairs, and enjoy a nice half a day in some of the best, cleanest beaches and beautiful water around. There's just so many things that you can do here based out of St. Ignace, Michigan. You know, today we spent a day on the water. And that's another thing. There's several charter captains here in town that can take you out and do what we did today. Maybe you're looking to just learn more about the area yourself and you're an experienced fisherman. Well, guess what? If you have any silverfish, salmon, trout experience, there is so many great spots to fish here in the greater St. Ignace area because we have all the structure of not only the shoreline, but also the islands. There's great spots, there's lots of deep drop-offs. Lake trout and king salmon love the deep drop-offs. If you're looking specifically for king salmon, you should be coming in the month of August. That's the month where king salmon seem to be the best. And as you go into September, it gets even better. Where we fish today, St. Martin's Bay is one of those spots where you can definitely target king salmon, and the whole shoreline leading up to St. Martin's Bay is going to have king salmon working the edges as they migrate to that spot there at Nuns Creek where they began their life. So as far as lake trout is concerned, lake trout are going to be all over the region. It's basically just takes an understanding of how to catch those fish. So St. Ignace, for great fun, a great downtown vibe, awesome food, and affordable accommodations, it's a great spot to explore the Eastern Upper Peninsula. Hey guys, awesome day here out of St. Ignace. Can you believe this? They said, oh, don't go fish Lighthouse Point. There's no fish by Boys Blank. You are wrong. There is great fish around this island year-round and around the Straits area year-round. Hey, St. Ignace, Michigan is an awesome place to come and fish. Check it out for yourself. We'll see you next week on Destination Outdoors.
Closed captioning is brought to you by WavePro. Best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.